Ready?
All right.
All right. So, like I said, it's a 2012 F-250. It is the Platinum Plus, or the Platinum, or not the Platinum, but the Lariat Plus. So it's got the heated and cooled seats in it. It's got the factory sunroof. All OEM paint. Right? I'll get you all the codes and all that stuff. But the last time you saw it, it was a two-tone.
Yeah.
Right. So it had the gold bottom on it, all that stuff. We went to the World of Wheels back in 2020, and I had some people comment, and I made my mind up. Well, then COVID hit, and I had my guy out here at 553 Supercar, restoration man, Tony Cooper. He's been my pal for years. Decided all to make it one color, and what he did is he blended the paint into it. Did a beautiful job. And the guy is awesome. So then, since I saw you last too, I added the road armor stuff to it. Okay, the whole truck is controlled by Bluetooth. Right, and I'm just going to take a walk around it and show you a little bit about it, and then we're going to go inside and some other stuff. But as you see on here, it's all polished 5-inch. Right, I think it's with the 403 stainless steel. All right, so that's all the way to the turbo. We have the custom tip that I had done, and what you'll do is you'll start seeing the scorpions incorporated into it. And the reason why I did that is, if you remember when Ford went through the diesel changes, like the 7.6s were an international, the 6.0, the 6.4s were Fords. When they developed the 6.7, they had a code name for it, which was the Scorpion Project. So that's when I started to incorporate some Scorpions.
Yeah.
And these are all custom made. They're all one-offs. There's not another one that's made.
Yeah.
So stainless steel, then what we did is I took the LQ, which is the color of the gold, and what we did is I made some gold, here and there.
Yeah.
All right. And then all the pinstriping's done by hand. I have a guy over in Altoona. His name's Terry Imler. He does all my pinstriping. He's like 83 years old.
Yeah.
Guy's like a surgeon. We have the Bushwhacker fender flares. Okay. As you see underneath right here, we got a set of the Horn Blaster train horns. And then down both sides of the frame, we have the Grover stutter horns, which are the fire truck horns.
Okay.
So I can control those either one or the other, or I can control them both. And we have the air tank with two of the high-end Zenith air compressors. It's already charged, and then I'll let you hit the button.
I'm sure it's loud.
Okay. There is very little stuff on this truck that comes from China.
Yeah.
I try to go as much American as I could. Pitbull tires were actually made down here at Specialty at some point. They were no longer in business. I was going to change them out. They have about 12,000 miles on them. When you're going down the road, I will tell you, it sounds like an airplane because of the aggressive lugs.
Yeah.
They are beaded filled, so once the beads start rotating and balancing, it rides rough. Once you get on the highway, you can do 70, 80, not a problem. If somebody wants a quieter ride, you may want to put some Nittos back on.
Yeah.
Okay, we have the Specialty Force custom wheels that I had done. And we also have
The floaters.
the floaters.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's really nice.
BDS Fox suspension, 6-inch. Everything has been custom painted. Could not get powder coat to match.
Yeah.
So everything's custom painted.
Okay.
All right. All the Fox shocks are the adjustables. I have it on the roughest settings right now, but if somebody wants a better ride, they can readjust it. We have the coilovers up front.
Yeah.
We have the traction bars. And as you see, instead of putting stickers on them, I actually had 3D metal cutouts made. All right, so again, putting that splash of
You got a lot
here
of
and there.
time and just putting that stuff together.
Right. We also have the front and rear torsion bars, and a lot of this stuff I build relationships over the past with the vendors and manufacturers. This is all listed on that sheet that I'll give you.
Okay.
Right. We also have the amp steps.
Yeah.
Wow.
With the next level C deck,
Okay.
which is embroidered with the Super Duty logo. All right. And again, those were all pulled off, custom painted, had Terry pinstriping a little bit. Okay. up front, both on the right side and left side, we have air chucks built in.
Okay.
So in the back, I've included some air tools along with the line. Not only can you fill your tires, but you can put your air tools on it, or you can blow your dirt and dust off of it.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sold. This is nice.
Everything's custom paint and match. A lot of them are the Recons,
Yeah.
because that's the only way you can get them, and you can tear them apart. Side LEDs, as you also saw down underneath here, the lights light up white
Yeah.
for when you get in, but then it'll turn the amber when it goes to
Okay.
turn signal or your
Oh.
parking. All right. We have the true spikes for the lugs. These spin right off, and then this is like a cap over it.
Yeah.
There's 2 locking lug nuts on there, which will have the tool, so that way they can't be stolen.
Yeah.
Okay, we also have the Fox over
Wow.
coilovers.
Those are impressive.
Yes.
Wow.
All right. And then I also have I can't remember it, but we also have the brand. I'll get there in a second. But there's the oil catch can.
Okay.
Okay, which is filtered in through a Venturi outlet into the exhaust, so it burns off the oil. A lot of people don't put that extra step in it.
Yeah.
And then we also have the hub, which is HUBB, which is the reusable oil filter. It's all surgical steel in it. 10,000 miles, you have to clean it all the time. You will get the hub cleaning tool, which is an ultrasonic unit. Very simple to pull off and on. And that's all painted and color coded as well. Now we get around to the front. Custom lights I had made last year.
Yeah. Those are sweet.
And what these will do is it's like the new F-250s. As you see right here, they're all etched.
Yeah.
And then we incorporated the Scorpion in them.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
And also too,
How much did these headlights cost?
over $5 grand.
Oh my gosh.
But there's something I still got to do yet, so I'll show you. The other thing is too, if you remember, this is the emblem that's right to the age.
Yeah.
But again, these are all custom billet
No.
that I had
Oh, wow.
be done by a guy that's out in California. See how I incorporated the
Yeah.
Scorpion?
That's
Again,
that's
one-offs.
Wow. Yeah.
Nobody else has them.
Yeah.
And he won't make them for anybody else unless I give him permission.
That's all billet.
That's all billet. Okay? Yep. Not plastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alright. You see this outlet right here, or this plug?
Okay.
Keep that in mind, and I'll show you what that's for next.
Okay.
Okay, we have the scrub blade wipers on it, which I have the orange in order to kind of match the orange in here. They're brand new. Royalty Core, which I know the owner real well. We had the new grill done, which is actually a 3-piece set. It's stainless. Then we had the honeycomb painted, and then on top, and then the same guy that made my badges also did the Scorpion. That's 32 hours of burning on a CNC.
That's crazy.
Okay. Road armor. All the lights are controlled by Bluetooth, and we'll go through that real quick. And not only do we have the outlaying red LEDs, okay, but once we light these up through the uplifter switches inside, this thing will shine like you wouldn't believe.
Should have taken this thing out to SEMA.
It was going to go 1 year.
Yeah. Like it's way better than what they do out there.
Well, I am a stickler for details.
Yeah.
You will not see wire ties, wire wraps, or drive shafts missing. All underneath, it's got the Mag High-Tech oil pans, the trans different covers, all painted. Engine cover, the engine pan cover, everything's been updated. All the drive shafts have been painted.
Yeah.
You know, there's a little bit of rust underneath, but it gets cleaned up
Oh yeah.
all through. Cervini hood, which is one of the best fiberglass hoods. That is a black mat on there, which I thought was a nice touch to it.
That's good.
We'll get under the hood here in a second. Again, as you can see, little touches of pinstriping here and there. All right, just submittal.
Yeah.
Even though it's custom, I didn't want to custom it to me as much because I always knew at some point it would be sold. So we wanted to keep it actually nice. It is tinted. I have the percentages written down, but everything is just borderline legal. So if
Yeah.
you do get pulled over and you get stopped, you'll pass with no problems. Fast fuel system.
Yeah, it's good to have.
It's the 125, gallons per minute. And I also did the custom painting. So what we did is we took the gold. I'll give you some more stencils for the new owner.
Oh, wow.
And then what we did is we stenciled them on.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And when we took them to
Yeah,
Carlisle,
I mean-
the fast guy was down there. He loved them.
Oh,
These
he
were just replaced.
had to be impressed with that.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
We just replaced those last year, so they're good to go.
Yeah. Huh.
Again, little details. Now, it is tuned and deleted.
Yeah.
Matt Martin did all my work,
Okay.
so you know Matt.
Yeah.
He's the only guy I would touch, and it's got the Easy Link
Yeah.
tuner in it
Okay.
with the PPEI tunes on it right
Yeah,
before
you
they.
can't even get those anymore.
Right, so anytime he needs to do an update, he brings his computer out, Bluetooth connects it, it's good to go.
Yeah.
He's the only guy that touched it.
Yeah.
Works beautiful. I left it on the normal settings because I don't blow smoke.
Yeah.
Perfect transmission shift, the whole 9 yards. By tuning it and deleting it, when I first did it before I met up with him, I mean, we gained almost about 60 horsepower,
Yeah.
about another 5-10 miles a gallon. I'm getting about 16 miles of the gallon right now
Yeah.
with these big 37-inch
yeah.
knobby tires on it. Diesel, got the key for you. It locks.
Okay.
All right. And again, we just put a little bit of gold here and there, which I think really looks nice. In the back here, it's the same way.
This is one of my favorite colors. So
It is called the Autumn Red.
Yeah.
All right. Which I'm a burgundy guy
Yeah.
to begin with, and I love it. I did leave the stickers on the back, which I thought were tasteful because
Yeah.
it just shows the different vendors that we work with. They'll come right off, a little bit
Yeah.
of adhesive removal, and go from there. Right. Again, floaters all the way around it. There's going to be so much more that you'll see once you
yeah.
go over it that I probably won't even touch.
you gotta have a whole room of trophies for this thing.
Okay, in the back, same way, we have the cube lights that light in LEDs, the red, and then we'll hit the button up front, and then it lights up like you wouldn't believe. Again, the recons that have been custom done. I mean, all these
Yeah.
lights have been customized, all right? You can see the little scorpion in the back to kind of bring it all together.
Yeah.
Again, one-offs, not another one made. We have the Gen Y pitch on here.
Yeah.
Normally it's supposed to keep the rain out.
What?
That thing is insane.
What? That's crazy. What are you pulling with that? Everything.
You don't pull. It is, when it comes from the factory, it's in a powdered black hammered powder coat.
Yeah.
We completely chemically cleaned it, fully painted. It's a 16,000 pound hitch. Towing, it does have what they call the torsion bands in it, which are these pieces, so as you're going up and down over bumps, it keeps the trailer real nice and level. These are these infinite security roll stainless steel
Yeah.
pitch pins. I have the keys for everything. But if somebody really wanted to tow on here, I would kind of like frown because it's just for show purposes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, there's all kinds of different accessories you can buy either through them or for other people as long as it's a 2-inch receiver.
Okay.
All right. But that's what you're going to get. And then,
What's that receiver cost?
oh, there's over $1,300 on it. And it weighs like 500 pounds when it's fully loaded. Oh, yeah. And then what it also has, it has the support arms. So this is what I was working on over the winter is, it's cheap metal that they make. All that was sanded, polished, and then I clear coated them with a real nice metal clear coat designed to keep it out. And all that stuff I was putting back together so it will not rust.
Yeah.
All right. Now we get to the back. As you can see, all the emblems and everything else has been painted. We have a full bed rug in here.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got the dual DZ lifters. We have the swing gates, or swing cases, which is added extra. In here are some
It's nice.
specialized cups that I had made for it. And I'm going to give them to you. That we put up in the center console when we
Yeah.
show them. And they're all custom
Wow.
painted. Alright. So again, this is for the new owner, but you guys are welcome to go through here and see everything. We'll go from there. And I have the keys for everything. Now I brought out my trickle charger, okay, in case if you needed it. I would not let it sit more than a week without running it for at least a half an hour if you want to do the, because it does have the remote start on it.
Yeah.
Just let it go through its cycle and it charges. I do have some shut off switches up front, which I'll show you. I won't shut the entire truck off, but it'll shut off all the electronics and air and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Remember that? Remember that plug I showed you up
Yeah.
front? Here's the transformer for it.
Okay.
Quick connect plug.
Yeah.
Plug it in, stick it underneath, plug it in the floor. You take it to a show inside,
Yeah.
like the convention center down at Pittsburgh. Guess what? It
Yeah.
keeps the whole truck charged, and I can keep all the lights on, and it triple charges the battery, the whole 9 yards. So that goes with it too.
Okay.
I also have some pieces left from the Alea custom leather. Again, a lot of that stuff's on that USB drive, but there's a couple pieces in here that if they need to cut apart, because this is extra stuff, you know, to do some patchwork, whatever, and go from there. This is my jewelry case, which I'll show you here in a second, and this will go with it. But the bed rug goes all the way back and up the sides.
Okay.
And if it does get wet, it will not hurt it.
It's gonna be sitting inside.
Yeah.
And inside here, you'll see this is all the extra air, the chucks and tools and the air hose that will go with it. But you know, we put a lot of different supplies and stuff in
Yeah.
there, like the vacuum cleaners and stuff, and we go. Now, this does not have the winch on it. I didn't want a winch.
Yeah.
But as you see, you know, we have the different hooks that we can put accessories on. This is my jewelry box that will go with it. This is $1,500 worth of aircraft aluminum quality products.
Oh my gosh.
So not only do we have what they call the AMI Demon hooks, and they go side by side, and as you can see that, you know, here's the keys for it. We either can put the red on,
Wow.
or we have the Royal hooks.
That's crazy.
We can do the Royal hooks into it. Alright. So all these are in here along with the keys. We have, you know, extra spacers, you know, to keep them from banging around. Again, the Infinite roll
Yeah.
unit. Painted all these up real nice. Again, it's the
Yeah.
decals. We have extra spike covers, because when I was in Pittsburgh one time, I actually had 2 of them stolen.
What?
And
Yeah.
again, this will all go with it. So these already have the locking pins in it. These pins actually go to these units, which is matched for the front and back.
Yeah.
So again, we'll switch it up from different shows, and you know, it kind of keeps it really nice. All right. So again, lots of money in here, all custom painted. And as you can see, I had Terry do my
Wow.
pinstriping up here as well.
I've never seen something so nice,
Me
so
either.
detailed.
I'm afraid to touch it.
Yeah.
What I use on it, I will use a lot of either the Adams product on it, but there's a guy out in Roaring Springs named Scott Horvath,
Yeah.
Chemicals. Scott and I have been friends for years.
Yeah, that's who I get my
And
chemicals from.
I get the Shine All,
Yep.
and I get the body gloss.
Yeah, I have the.
And I use the Shine All on the tires, right?
Okay.
And I actually spray it on the lugs and all that stuff. And what's nice about it is as soon as you leave, it doesn't throw up any of the
Yep.
residue. So I got hooked up with Scott probably about 3-4 years ago, and that's where I buy all my products.
Yeah,
from.
his chemicals are really
Yes.
good.
So now I do prefer not his chemicals for the interior, because it is the Platy it's listed there. I got too much for the leather interior, and I tend to use the Adams stuff on there because I think it works better.
Yeah.
But I've also used the Swiss Fax and some of the other stuff. I don't buy the stuff at the local Walmarts or whatever.
Yeah.
Just because of that factor. Now, here's the cool feature of it. We also, when you get the keys, I'll give you the extra set, but you know, it's a nice key cover.
Yeah.
Here's the key for the locking. But then we also have the retracts.
Oh wow, that's really nice.
Okay. And then you also have the light inside. It's all
Wow.
remote. It's all remote.
Wow.
So open, close.
Okay.
Now they claim that this does not leak, but if you have a super downpour, it will get wet inside.
Yeah.
Just leave it open and it'll dry right up. Okay. The other thing that I work with too, a lot of this is the cheap metal from Ford. I sanded and polished all this stuff, and then this year I actually coated it with that metal coating because, you know, it tend to get, you know, rusted and all that.
Yeah.
And nothing pisses me off more is if you open it up and you see some rust. So
Yeah.
that's how, like I said, I'm not anal, but I'm very particular
Oh,
in
you
details.
definitely are.
Okay, so we'll light some stuff up and we'll light the horns up a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's go under the hood a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I get a good one, so I might just use this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just doing it for voice for a little bit there, so I'm
Little
sorry.
Things, you know, we painted,
Yeah.
we had this all sanded and, you know, painted down. Inside is all custom, and we'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
But, you know, everything's paint matched, and then I had Terry come here and do a little bit of pinstriping. All the panels were painted, the dash cluster's been painted. We did the up top. I also replaced all the LEDs with the red LEDs, because if you're in a parade and you want to, you know, roll the windows down and hit those on, it's really cool.
Yeah.
All right. So when we're done, we'll go up inside here real quick.
Okay.
Okay. As I just mentioned, I have a good relationship with Odyssey Battery, which is American made down at Reading.
Yeah.
These are 970 cranking amps. They replace them about every 8 years. Well, they died this winter.
Oh my.
So there's 2 brand new batteries in here at $100 each.
Wow. Let me get them.
Yeah, I'm too short.
I wish I could.